Assalamu alaikum everyone. In today's video we are going to talk about rational and irrational numbers. So let's start. So real number systems are basically divided into two main parts, which are rational numbers and irrational numbers. So the definition of rational number is that it can be written in form of p by q. So there are two key terms which are related to rational numbers and irrational numbers. One is a finite number, another is infinite. So rational numbers are basically finite numbers, whereas irrational numbers are infinite number because they cannot be written precisely, or there is no end to them. So in rational numbers we have integers, whole numbers and natural numbers. So now we are going to see one by one which type of numbers are rational and which are irrational. So keeping in mind the definition that rational numbers can be written in form of p by q. So let's start with integers, fractions first. So fractions like 3 by 4 or minus 7 by 4, they are rationals. So fraction is either positive or negative, they are both a rational number because fractions are already written in form of p by q. Integers, so I have taken one positive integer and one negative integer. So 8 can be written in form of 8 by 1 and minus 7 can be written in form of minus 7 by 1 or minus 35 by 5. So they are rational numbers. Moving on to decimals. So there are decimals like 0.25 or 0.15. We can write them in form of fractions 1 by 4 or 3 by 20. So they are rational. Repeated decimals can be written in form of fractions, as you can see on screen. I have given few examples. 0.1717 is 17 by 99, and so are the other two examples. So moving on to roots. I have divided roots into three main categories. So we are talking about square root at first. If square root, the number in the square root is a perfect square, so then it is a rational number. If it is not a perfect square, like square root of 2, then it's irrational. But if there is a negative number inside root, then it is a complex number. So moving on to pi and e, which are the two constants. Pi is also an irrational number because it is infinite number, and e is also infinite number and hence irrational number. So with this we will finish the discussion on which types of numbers are rational or irrational. So now there are two questions I have assigned. You can go through them and try to answer them on your own time. So please comment. See you in the next video, everyone.